teams where the margins are so small, and they had efficiency in front of the goal, and their keeper as well made a difference to see the result that we've seen tonight.
Do you think your side was missing anything this evening?
Yeah, certainly we don't score a goal and concede one. You have to, but we did a lot of things very well as well. We had a spell in the first. I think the game had phases. The first 15-20 minutes, especially them scoring so early in a great combination play when the margins are so thin. The finishing is unbelievable. And then we had especially one issue that we corrected after 15-20 minutes, and we sustained that for the rest of the game, which I think it turned the game around. And you want to win the Champions League final, you have to do something special, and we're going to have to do something special in Paris to be there.
Sam Delitova?
What was the issue that you changed?
Sorry?
What was the issue that you changed?
I cannot tell you.
It's very rare to see a team play that way and dominate Arsenal in that first 20 minutes, the way that PSG did. What was going through your mind at that point, and were you worried about where that might lead?
That if we don't correct that, it was an issue we had with the ball. In a specific moment, you don't have the chance to press them. And if you don't have the chance to press them, they start to bring all the midfielders back, you're going to struggle, because that's exactly what they want to do to you.
James, CBS?
Hi, Mikel, I know you don't want to go into too much detail about what exactly changed, but could you maybe help explain more what was going wrong in those first 15 to 20 minutes that you...
Not a lot, I'm telling you, it's just something that is very specific but very important, especially the way we play, and we correct it, and it's not easy to correct it constantly, but we did it, and we did it much better. And then at the end, we have two of our front players, 1v1 with Ramuna. They score the goal is different, and he made the saves like he did against Liverpool and Villa, and that's the difference in the Champions League. The margin is so small. We have the disallowed goal as well, and another two big situations that happened in the game that didn't go, unfortunately, our way.
Mike Galimiro?
Is it still 50-50 the tie?
I don't know the percentage, but we have a lot of chances to be in that final, and as I repeat myself, you have to do something special in the competition to earn the right to be in the final, and the time to do it is going to be in Paris.
Tom, Football London?
Hi, Mikel. Can I just ask you about two moments? The referee became a bit of a target, I think, for the fans in the grounds. There was one moment where Bukayo Saka, in a one-on-one situation, the referee's whistle blows. The other one, Martinelli or Hakimi, has already been booked. Could I just get your thoughts on those?
It was so clear. I don't think I have to give my thoughts. Thank you.
Okay. Very nice. We've got Rodrigo here from TNT Mexico with a question in Spanish.
Hola Mikel, aquí Rodrigo Lara, TNT Sports México. Me gustaría, estamos en medio tiempo. ¿Qué tienes que mejorar para el próximo partido en París?
What do you think is going to be the case for the next leg in Paris? And Wayne Rooney was here this evening. What do you think? So I think that we need to be better, and we need to be better week in, week out. So we know that there was not that much in it. We were all on the same wavelength this evening, and it could have gone either way, and we needed to pull things on our side. We needed to be a little bit more accurate, but we have whet our appetites, and we want to go to Paris and do what we need to do.
Okay, now.
Hola, Mikel. Hola. Sé que no quieres hablar del árbitro.
Spanish is fine, like Mikel's fine with Spanish.
I know you don't want to talk about the referee, but it's not about crucial decisions, but maybe he stops too much the game. Does this your complaint about the referee?
No, it's no complaint. I mean, they are here to try to do their work in the best possible way, and they certainly tried, and sometimes we can have different opinions about certain situations, and that's the case.
Okay, we've got Alex on the BBC and then John Murray to finish off. Thank you.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Before the match, Declan Rice has picked up saying, if we don't have the ball, we die. Was the message from you to your players about having control about every single minute against this PSG
You
side?
cannot. Again, this is one of the best. It's beating all the English teams, the best teams in this country. So you cannot dominate this team in 95 minutes. Impossible. Forget about it. And you have to understand what means dominating them and in which area of the pitch. And we have to be very clear. Again, what we have to do where, and when we cannot win it, okay, make sure that we take the game where we want.
Okay, finally, John Murray, BBC Radio. Project, John, project.
Mikel, will the performance have to be significantly different next week in the Parc des Princes?
I think the margins were so small, so I don't think so, but if he's significantly better, hopefully the result will be significantly different as well.
Okay, guys, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Aparte, creo de bastante control, con aproximaciones y con posibilidades de hacer alguna ocasión más. Hemos tenido un disparo al palo en la primera parte, pero luego en la segunda ha habido fases en las que el Arsenal no se ha podido dominar y ha tenido siempre ese peligro en todas las acciones a balón parado, ya sean faltas, corners, cualquier acción que automáticamente lanza al largo. Creo que los hemos defendido bien y el resultado es bueno, podría ser mejor, podría ser peor, está todo en el aire.
Je crois que le match. I think the match had different phases at the beginning. There was an incredible atmosphere in the stadium. There was deafening the noise in the stadium. It was wonderful for us. We got off to a flying start with the goal that we scored. There was a high press, and the goal actually gave us a boost of confidence that we needed in the first half. We had a hand over the game. I think that following this, the second half was littered with chances, and then in the second half, Arsenal were able to dominate it a bit more. They were dangerous, especially for set pieces, with the fouls, with the corners, and with those long balls. It could have been worse, it could have been better, but you know what, let's wait for the second leg. Good evening. Do you think that it's your collective resistance that helped you take the win home this evening? So the fact that you guys can stick together?
Yo creo que ya os he ido comunicando cuáles son las sensaciones que transmite este equipo. Puedes ganar, puedes perder, pero que competimos en cada campo y que buscamos llevar el partido a lo que nosotros somos mejores. Creo que hoy se ha podido ver a muchos jugadores rendir a un alto nivel, gran trabajo defensivo de los puntas, gran trabajo defensivo y ofensivo de los mediocampistas, un gran trabajo defensivo general de todos. No puedes venir a jugar a casa del Arsenal, un rival de este nivel, y no empezar a cuestionar o empezar a valorar cuántos esfuerzos haces. No, esfuerzos máximos con y sin balón. Creo que hemos mostrado una versión muy buena con balón, con mucha personalidad, y una versión todavía incluso mejor sin balón, siendo muy solidarios, defendiendo con ayudas. Jugadores del perfil de Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, necesitas defenderlos con ayudas porque si no vas a tener problemas.
Je crois que je vous ai... I think that I've actually shared the feeling that I got from the team. It's a team that, regardless of the situation they find themselves in, win or lose, they're extremely competitive. We were trying to play things to our favour with the qualities that we have. This evening, we saw wonderful work being done both individually and as a team. Defensively, we had the attackers working hard. We also had midfielders getting up front, and everyone got back to defend when they needed to. It's impossible to come and play against Arsenal and a team such as Arsenal. We being hesitant, and we tried to give it our all when we had the ball and when we hadn't the ball as well. And I think that we were actually even better without the ball, which means that we were helping each other out. Everyone was together, and when we had to defend, everyone got back, because you cannot defend against Saka or against Martinelli or against Odegaard if you're not getting everyone back to defend. Good evening, up here, Arthur from RMC. Do you think that the hardest has been done tonight? And how are you anticipating the second leg? What will be your strategy? How are you going to keep your players motivated, that head up? Because I imagine that nothing is set in stone as of yet.
¿Te parece que lo más duro ya está hecho? Y luego de ahí al partido de la semana que viene, ¿cómo vas a alimentar esta motivación de los jugadores?